Hi there. I wanted to take a moment to explain to both the parents and the kiddos about this book that we're starting on this week. So kiddos, if it's just you right now, can you go grab one of your parents or your whatever adult is at home with you? All right. So this week in your packet, you're getting this book. It's my 2020 COVID-19 time capsule. It's a pretty long book, and I think it's a really awesome way to document what's going on right now, because we are actually making history right now. This is going to be part of our history, is COVID-19 and the coronavirus. This is an optional activity. You do not have to do it, but I think it's pretty neat. I am actually doing it with my own child. So just to walk through some of the pages with you. The cover, this page, you're going to be drawing a picture of who is at home with you during our shelter in place. Is it your whole family? Do you have any relatives that have come to stay with you during this time? Who is it? And then label it. So you're going to draw whoever is there and then write their names or uncle, sister, so that you can remember later on who was there with you. This page is all about the student. So parents can help do some of the writing here. Kiddos can do some of it too, just to document who were you at this time during the COVID-19 shelter in place. This one, how am I feeling about what's going on? Really think about, how are you feeling about missing school or missing your friends? What's it like being at home all of the time? Really think about that and fill out this page, and parents can help do that part. What's going on in your community. You can draw your house, your apartment, wherever you live, if you've been doing anything to help anyone out. And then how are you connecting with others? Of course, we're doing our Google Meets once a day. Are you doing any kind of other video chats, or do you drive and wave out the window to your relatives? I know I've heard stories from some of you doing that. And then what are you doing during this time? Is there anything that you're spending your time doing that's maybe a little bit different? I know at our house, we have been going on a lot of bike rides and scooter rides, and we've been spending a lot more time outside, and we've been doing even more building with Legos. So you can draw a picture in each of these spaces about things that you've been spending your time doing while you're at home. This one is a family activity. You're going to trace, or if you have paint, you could do paint, but I think it would be really cool if you traced all of the hands, one hand per person in your house. You might start with the biggest hand and do that first, and then the smaller, and get smaller and smaller until the youngest person in your house, or the smallest hand. Or you can do it the opposite way, or you can overlap it and do it however you want. And then you can label all of those people. If you don't want to do everyone's handprint, you don't have to. Maybe just do your own, so you can see how little you were when this was happening. On this page, it's to document anything different that's been happening. So holidays, birthdays, those haven't stopped just because we've been sheltering in place. I know for our family, for birthdays, we've had a lot of birthdays in the last month and a half, and we've been celebrating by doing video chats, birthday parades, doing takeout from our favorite restaurants, doing some social distancing with seeing some of our relatives. So it's different. So, and be cool. You might not remember what you did. Also, what did you do for Easter that was different? We have some other holidays coming up. So how have you celebrated them differently? You can put them on here. And parents, that's more your job. And then this is a letter to yourself, students. So you can write about anything you want during this time and in this space. Kiddos who are still learning to write, you might just start with a sentence or two and then have your parents write your ideas. You can tell them what you want them to write. And then the kiddos who are doing a lot more writing, what do you want yourself to know when you're 15 or 20 or 30 or 40 or 50? What do you want your future self to know about what's going on right now? So you can write it right here. This is an interview of your parents. Parents, you can feel free to just fill this in yourself and explain to the kiddos what you're writing. It's just your perspective, your point of view of what's going on. And then same with this one. This is a letter from the parents to the kiddo. So in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, what do you want your child to know about what was happening at this time? So that is our my 2020 COVID-19 time capsule. And again, it's optional, but I think it's a really great book to complete in the next month or two, and then put in your child's memory book or wherever you keep that kind of stuff. That's what I'm going to be doing with my sons. This week, for April 27th to May 1st, we're doing the cover, and these are actually little pictures of what the COVID-19, the coronavirus, looks like under a microscope. This one has the world inside of it, because it's not just happening in Atascadero. It's not just happening in California. It's not just happening in the United States. It's happening in our whole, on our whole planet, on the whole planet Earth, in the whole world. It's happening everywhere. So that's why they included that. So you can color the cover and write your very best name here. And this is for this week only. We're doing the cover. This page, where kiddos, you're going to draw your family, whoever's sheltering in place with you at home, and label. And then this page, kiddos, you're going to do this one all about you at this time. And you can try to do some of the writing yourself, or you can just have your a parent do it for you. Either way. So we're doing those 3 pages for this week, and then we'll do some more next week. If you have any questions about this packet, or of course anything else, please let me know. I'll see you later. Bye.